Kobe Bryant was a hopeless romantic for the game of basketball and an obsessive maniac. He was a man who put winning over everything, over family, over health, and over his own body. But how did a skinny kid from Philadelphia actually transform into the Black Mamba? And what did he have to sacrifice to get to the top? Today, we are diving deep into the story of a guy who ran himself into the ground just to prove he was the greatest to ever touch a basketball. It all started when Kobe was just 6 years old. His father, former NBA player Joe Jellybean Bryant, moved the family to Italy. Imagine being a 6-year-old kid who didn't speak a lick of Italian, switching schools every single time your dad changed teams. And the cherry on top? He was the only black kid at all of them. Kobe was completely alienated. Struggling to fit in, basketball became his only safe space. He learned to play in isolation for hours, repeating the exact same moves over and over again, dreaming of the NBA. By the time his family returned to Philly when he was 13, he was a stranger once again because he didn't know American slang. That's when he made a decision. He would silence everyone who teased him by absolutely destroying them on the court. Kobe went straight from high school to the league. Lakers GM Jerry West knew exactly what he was doing. Kobe was fearless from day one. Soon, he and Shaquille O'Neal created the most dominant duo in modern NBA history, winning 3 consecutive titles. But behind the scenes, the environment was toxic. After their first championship in 2000, Shaq was content. He spent his summer eating burgers and drinking pina coladas. Kobe, on the other hand, spent his summer in the gym, up to 3 times a day, refusing to leave until he made 400 shots. When Shaq showed up to training camp out of shape, Kobe completely lost his mind. Their beef got so bad that Shaq almost decapitated Kobe during a fight at practice. Kobe was too proud to live in Shaq's shadow, and that ego eventually ruined the Lakers dynasty. Shaq was traded, and Kobe was left alone to prove he could win without him. What followed were years of pure, individual madness. The man was unguardable. He dropped 62 points on Dallas in just 3 quarters, and 3 weeks later, he notoriously scored 81 points against the Raptors, the second highest scoring game in NBA history. But the Lakers were losing in the playoffs. Kobe was a lone wolf who didn't trust his teammates. Everything changed when Pau Gasol arrived. Kobe finally realized he couldn't do it alone. He learned how to be a true leader, hanging out socially to bond with his teammates and figure out what made them tick. The result? Back-to-back championships in 2009 and 2010. When he secured his 5th title against Boston, playing with a broken finger on his shooting hand, a reporter asked him what it meant to him. Kobe truthfully and sarcastically answered, "I just got one more than Shaq." But the lifestyle of a maniac eventually caught up with his body. In 2013, he suffered the most devastating injury in basketball, a snapped Achilles. In that exact moment, Kobe did something that perfectly defines his entire life. He stood up, walked himself to the free throw line like a boss, drained both shots, and only then limped off the court. After the Achilles came the knee and shoulder injuries. The end was near. In 2016, Kobe announced his retirement through his love letter, "Dear Basketball." In the final game of his career, against a Utah Jazz team fighting for a playoff spot, a 37-year-old Kobe with almost no lift left in his legs gave the world one final masterpiece. This mother effer dropped 60 points, hitting every single shot in the clutch to win the game. He went out exactly how he lived, completely obsessed. Kobe Bryant wasn't perfect. He was a difficult teammate, selfish at times, and emotionally cold early in his career. But his legacy isn't built on stats. It's built on inspiration. He showed millions of kids around the world that through relentless work and obsession, you can overcome any isolation. And that is why, to this day, whenever kids throw a piece of trash into a bin, they all yell one name: Kobe. If you enjoyed this analysis, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.